back. I hope you guys were great this couple of days, and let's get to it. So today's video is something I experienced lately, last week to be precise, and I wanted to talk about it because I know it affects so many women and so many households, not even women alone, various households, whether you have kids, whether you're single. Some of you just get strangers in your house to help out. Okay, why I call them strangers to start with. I'm talking of house helps, by the way. So these people, we don't know them, we don't know where they come from. Some of them we are even connected to, but the people who connect us to them are not people we even know. But then you just make a phone call and be like, I need a help, and then you're given one. Even if you decide to go the nanny way and the trained nanny way, it's still an issue in the long run. So I am making this video is I've been through a lot with house helps, house girls, housemates, whatever you try to call them, you prefer calling them. So I've been through a lot with helps in the 3 years. I started getting helps after I got my son. Immediately after birth, I got a help. The first one was a day bag, the ones who come in the morning and leave in the evening. It wasn't such a big deal, but of course some tweaks here and there. Example, she'd come in late without even notice, without telling you to expect her late. And then sometimes she'd want to leave early. Some days she'll just not show up, and when you ask her, she'll be like, I had an emergency, such kind of excuse. One thing or another, you get one, you imagine, oh, this one is going to be a good one, it's going to be great, this one is going to stay. You treat them nicely, pretend you're even sisters, you even blur the lines between employer and employee. But then they wake up one morning and they want to leave. What will you do? So that's why I'm talking about this from the experiences. Let me talk to you about the stuff I've gone through with helps first. I don't know if you guys will relate, but mine is like crazy stuff. So I had one, the most recent one before this one that I have right now. And this girl, she was I think 20 and very quiet, very calm, a very pretty girl, and I thought, okay, this one looks like she'll stay. Only to come realize later that every time, you know how we undo our hair and you comb it and it remains on the brush, and then you remove it and put it in the bin. She used to go and collect this hair I've thrown out, not the weaves, not the human hair, my real hair, like the one I was born with, stuck in the brush. You throw it away. She goes and collects it and keeps it in her bag. And I'm not the type of person who goes checking on their bag, so I'm like, I trust you, why would I go through your things? People advise you, be checking the things, be checking every time, but then you're like, I'm past that, I cannot do that, that's invasion of privacy. One, okay. So then you have this parent who does not understand all these sentiments, and she's like, okay, she just woke up one day and decided she wants to leave. I'm going to check her bag to see if she's taken anything that's not hers. And I was like, no ma, that's wrong. She insisted, and when she did it, now that's when she found chunks of hair, my hair. Do you know why I know it's my hair? Because her hair was like super black and my hair is like this light brown shade. It's a very unique one. You've never seen it, maybe one day. So your mom of course knows this is my daughter's hair, and she confronted the girl, and the girl started crying. And then she was asked, you're going to leave all this hair behind and you'll just take your bag, of course, and you pay and live the way you wanted to. So it gets to be confusing. Why would you? That's super weird. Why would you take someone's hair? What are you planning on doing with this hair? Is this like some kind of fetish thing or what? I don't get it. I don't understand. So that was one. And then there was this. It started on well. They're usually nice the first month, second month. And then she'd come in the evening. I come in the evening, and at night she tells me, oh, I'm seeing my dad. He's calling me. And I'm like, your dad? You don't even have a phone to begin with. And then she's like, no, he's dead. He's just calling. He's asking me to like stand up and go with him. And I'm like, oh my God, what have I brought into my family? You know, when you bring these girls aboard, you want to sympathize and empathize with them and be like, oh, she needs help, she needs money, and I need someone to help me watch my kid when I'm at work. And you imagine everything is going to be great. But then, who is this person you're bringing into your home? What kind of baggage do they have? What kind of beliefs do they have? Religious beliefs and all these things. How were they brought up? We spend days with these people. We leave them with our kids every single day. Every single day. And you don't know what this person, what their intentions are. You've seen videos here and there of helps mistreating kids, beating them around, the CCTV footages, and it's scary. And you're like, what kind of human can do this? And remember, these people have kids, some of them. They tell you they have kids, but then how they treat your kid, you left wondering, is this really humane? Like, doesn't make sense at all. I'm not even going to start, okay? Before I forget, there was this one's from my neighbors at some flats I used to stay at. Same compound. So these girls came from Uganda again. You know, this helps. There are people from Uganda. Okay, we prefer Uganda, and then we're told Westerners are good, and then we're told ones from Kisumu, they're this and that. There's all these myths. The older women are better, the younger girls are better, you know, stuff. You go with words from friends and from people who came before you. So they thought they got the like jackpot. So they brought in two girls from the same village in Uganda. And when the girls came one night, I'm coming in from work, it's around 7 p.m. and I find this crowd of people and screams, and I'm like, now what the hell is going on here? Moving closer, the girl is eating grass and fighting, and she can fight like even huge men. Like, guys who know my bro, he's like 6 feet plus tall and very strong. But then these ladies were overpowering. Yani, a girl fights, she's fighting and she's eating grass, and she washes her hands like she's washing from water. All these things, it's imaginary, and you're looking at the people she's talking to, it's like she's talking to someone but not talking to anyone. And then people are saying they're possessed, and then it's like, I don't know, their village person, which doctor did what. And you're like, this is the environment my kid is growing up in. These are the people you're living him with in the same compound. What if this stuff happens and you're not around? What if this stuff happens and the neighbors are not around? What happens to your very little person? They can't even defend themselves. And now, how will she turn out? What kind of person is she? Will she take care of my kid well? Will she mistreat him? We go to the extent of having to put CCTVs in our own homes, like you're a prisoner in your own home. You can't even trust that someone will be nice enough to your kid. So it's really something. And just yesterday or the day before, my sisters, she found hers where like the girl used to wear her clothes without her knowledge and even steal her body oil. And it's not that this person is not provided for. They're given all the basic necessities, basic sanitary necessities you can imagine, and they're being paid. And it's not ati pesa kidogo, it's not little money. This girl was being paid well. And when confronted about it, because she was huge and my sister is kind of small compared to her, the clothes have even torn. When she's confronted, she's like, hii kitu kidogo ndio unaniambia. And then she decides to pack and leave. Like, you're on the wrong, you don't want to even accept corrections. What's wrong with you? What kind of person are you? You know you've done something wrong, but still. And then some of them just mop around. Wanaenda tu wamefura. They're just full time someone is just feeling bad. The energy. I don't know if there are house helps out there who watch my YouTube channel. If there are, please, if you're a lady or you're a guy, these people, we trust you with our homes, with our kids. The least you can do is at least have the basic human decency. And they come in all shapes and sizes, the naive ones, the learned ones, I don't know, everything. If you can watch this, just know that for someone to trust you with their kids, at least be nice enough to them. Do what brought you here, because some of us, we come home in the evening to you acting up, yet at our own workplaces we can't do half the things you do at your workplace, which is our houses. Example, I cannot just wake up one morning and be like, I'm not going to work. I don't, like, you just refuse to do something, your boss sends you and you're just there, like, I don't feel like doing it, so I won't do it, I'll do it tomorrow, procrastinating work, and yet you're paid to do it. Wengine wetu, we don't get that luxury at our workplaces. I'll advise you guys, get someone with an identification card, ID card, because these people nowadays, still kids, get one with an ID. The moment they get in, photocopy that ID, remain with the copy. Same thing our bosses do to us when we report to work. You know how we report and we are like, they ask for good conduct, they ask for ID copies, they ask for your CV. So okay, for them their CV is what they say. If we could get referees, the people they've worked for before, so that we can call and confirm what kind of person they are, the way our bosses do to us when we are about to start work, it would be really great. But then we can't, because I'm sure they can just forge it. So get the ID, get the copy, return to them their ID, because you cannot keep it. You can't rob someone of their identity. So also you need to be a good person. Take the copy, give them back their card. Number 2, whoever referred you to this person, make sure you know that person. On the process of getting another girl, just today, was it today? For you guys it will be yesterday, because this video will come out tomorrow. So yesterday, which is today for me, I sent this girl some money, fare. Guys, you say ati ladies eat your fare. You've not experienced. Ladies, we've lost money sending fare to house helps. You've not seen anything. And these girls, they'll just call you and be like, I'm all the way, I don't know where. Transport is 1,500. You send and they don't come, and there's nothing you can do about it. And then worst thing is, even if you feel bad, the next day you get another one, you will again be asked to send the same fare. So it's like jana umekuliwa fare, today again. And they do it and they do it. And then there's this rise of mamas who look for these girls for people. So you're given a connect and you're told this one, when you ask her, she'll get you a help. You call this mama and she's like, it's fine, I'll get you someone, just send the fare. No, you hurry, we send fare. And then they give you, like, they tell you tomorrow they'll come. They send you the girl. When the girl gets there, you call, the connect calls and tells you, now I've gotten you a girl, give me some sugar, TKK, toa kitu kidogo for the help I've given you. So you send this mama something. The minute you send it, the girl in your house will not even take 2 days. They will wake up one day and decide, no, this is not the place I want to work, I want to go back home, and I don't have fare. And you cannot keep someone who doesn't want to be kept in your house, and you'll have to pay for her fare back. And remember the kitu kidogo you toad for that other mama. So it's like a business again. It's like they're forming their own cartel. Eating fare. And the bonus on top. So women will pass through a lot. So what was I saying? Yeah. Number 2, make sure they connect that whoever is referring to you, the girl, you get this person. You know this person. Or at least someone who knows the person refers you. In short, you can trace the roots of the person, of the stranger in your house. That's what I'm trying to say. You're good friends with your neighbor so that you don't come home one day and your house has been swept clean. Because you can also utachanuliwa kuishi town. We've seen people, we've seen things. So this wasn't like a rant as such, it's just educating and trying to learn. And trying to learn how to live with these people. Okay, I'm not saying these people act as if they're not humans. Also, the mamas who treat the helps badly, stop. These are someone's kids. But don't overcompensate. Don't overtreat them nicely. I've been a victim of that. Because me, every time I get a girl, I'm like, I'll be so nice to her, she'll never want to leave. And no matter how nice you are, even if you spot a mistake, you just overlook so that they don't feel bad being corrected, they'll still leave you. They're not your relatives. Treat them like humans, but remember, don't overcompensate. And for the helps watching this, we are human too. Some of us are employed too. We follow rules at our workplaces, so please follow rules at your workplace too. And treat people's kids like you would your own. Treat people's houses like you would your own. Yote tisa. Tawaona next time, my darlings. Bye. Remember, watch, like, and subscribe.